Cardiology, obviously.
Supercoach tabs on my phone at dawn, scrolling through the carnage, what went wrong? Grammar stolen steady, rookies on the rise, mid-prices tempting me, danger in disguise. Big J calling from the couch, mate, check your side. Joe bragging about a loophole, riding that tide, we traded in our hopes like stocks on a screen, chasing that price rise, living the dream. We're the center bound crew, hey! Whistle blows, we're riding it through. From goals and behinds to the last upgrade, greatest game in the world, that's how we're made. From a pig in the guts to the bench warmer blues, every week we're breaking the rules. They fell in our veins, yeah, it's all we do. We're the center bound crew. Got duds on the par, can't win a hard ball. Need a downgrade target, answer that call. Possessions piling up, my captain's on fire. Vice loop lightning, sparks through the wire. Yeah. Trade plan scribbled on the back of a bill. One more sideways move, I swear I'll sit still. But the siren hits Friday, logic is gone. Mate, just push and go on. Who you backing in? Who you backing in? Who you backing in? Yeah. Who you letting go? One more risky move, then we steal the show. We're the center bound crew. Hey! Whistle blows, we're riding it through. From goals and behinds to the last upgrade, greatest game in the world, that's how we're made. From a pig in the guts to the bench warmer blues, every week we're breaking the rules. They fell in our veins, yeah, it's all we do. We're the center bound crew. We're the center bound crew. Oh yeah, the center bound crew. The center bound crew. The center bound crew.
G'day guys and welcome everyone to another Monday night live stream. This is of course the Center Bounce. Hope you're having a wonderful time. Hope you had a nice Monday. Wasn't too bad. Hope you had a nice weekend, that your teams got up from both a Supercoach and a non-Supercoach perspective. Hope you're up and about for another one. Looking forward to being joined by Big J very shortly. And yes, hope you're doing well. One and all, get your questions in. Let's get some good times going. Another week in the books. One more bye week to go. Finally, one more bye week, and then we can get back to regular, normal football. And I know we're all dying, waiting for it. Good to see you, Simi. Hope you're doing well. Up to overall 531 and still alive in the cup, and a better than decent chance to win this week and advance to the round of 256. Wow, that is amazing. I'm very, very happy for you, Simi. All the best, mate. Fingers crossed. G'day, Globes. How you doing, you beautiful peanut? Anderson to Herbert and Murdoch to DeGoey. I think at this stage, his pies look good for the next 4 weeks. Yeah, DeGoey seems to have really pulled the finger out of the ass, hasn't he, DeGoey? He's been very, very impressive. And for some reason, DFS appears cooked to me. I tried to put in, let's see. Oh, there we go. It's working. So let's have a quick look at Jordan DeGoey playing, basically getting a lot more mid-minutes, which is what we really needed to see from him. We needed to have regular on-ball time for this guy. And he's having over 50% CBAs every week, which is pretty good. You love to see it. Not too shabby. Very decent scoring coming through, and it looks really powerful. So I can understand why I'd want to go for a cheap upgrade like a DeGoey type. And Anderson to Herbert. Yeah, Herbert's just a bit of a workhorse, isn't he? For their the West Coast Eagles. Gee, he's got some spunk about him. So if I was to go to West Coast, right? Kick in, breakdown. There we go. Fortunately, not any kick-ins. Oh, one kick-in on the weekend. Hopefully the first of many. Hopefully the first of many. Let's get Herbert some more kick-ins. I'm doing well. Hope you are as well. It is a banger. Always, as always, we are forever indebted to Maltesing superstar of the community, for coming up with this. Papa Lock, Supercoach. I hope you kept Walsh. You did. I did. You saved me. I had traded him out, but you told me to keep him, and you know what? I listened to you. I do like listening to people. I scored 2185, and as you can see here, I kept him. He was in the team, scored a 112, big time goal at 3/4 time, which is absolutely fantastic. And look, I think to score 2185 without Luke Jackson in the team, I think it's a pretty solid effort for where the team for this week. So thank you, Copper Locks. Much love. Thank you. You're an absolute legend for letting me know about that. G-Bags, hello. Thoughts on trading Sinclair and Murdoch to Brayshaw and Sarong. This will leave me with 3 trades. More or less have a completed side, and the final 3 trades will be for injury. Yep, that is good. Don't mind having injury trades. Injury trades are great.
I love trades.
Jay, how you doing?
Yeah, good. How's it going, everybody? I will be in and out a little bit tonight, so just apologies. I am cooking some dinner. Monday night has turned into Big J cooking food night, like a few other nights in the week, unfortunately. So, yeah, I'll be doing that. But hope everyone's great. I will 100% show you guys what I'm making, and mate, should be a good one. Joe, mate, I'm missing a team review. Joe, where's Joe's team update videos coming?
Oh no, I'm keeping him to myself.
Fair enough.
No one's allowed to see. No one's allowed to see my shite of the team. No one's allowed to see it. But it's
I'm making a sneaky push. We'll see how we go. If I can avoid injuries for a while, I've gone up 10k ranks in 2 weeks. So yeah, we'll see how
you beat me comfortably this week in Center Bounce League 1.
It's 80 points. Like, it's not comfortable, but it's we'll take 80 points. That's not a problem. Yeah, this week I won't be getting close to it. I've got six teams out 6 players out this week. I guess 5 now with Sinclair being injured. So I've got 5 players out this week. I've got a few interesting times.
I've got quite a few, but then again, Sinclair probably has to go. So if you traded him out, so let's not count him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So I just don't have Bailey Smith. Like, that's the one.
This prick had to get sick last week. Bloody, can you imagine that? I could have beat you. You had VC Jackson. If this son of a shawarma did not get sick, I could have beat you this week without VC Jackson. Bloody belly sniff. Stop sniffing, mate. Unbelievable. And now we've got the buy as well. Oh, that is so frustrating to miss 2 weeks in a row of this. Yep. Oh, it's very frustrating, but it's okay.
Yep.
Can't do much.
I mean, we basically lost 2 weeks with Sinclair anyway, so just how it goes.
True.
One piece of advice I would say to the fans is grow a beard because they look cool. But also, don't use all your trades. I know some content creators out there are currently doing that. They're going to ride not having any picks for a while, and the way this season's going at the moment, next week we might get another injury. So just have to be a bit careful, I think.
So what was the deal with the beards? Why are people to get beards all of a sudden?
Oh, because beards are cool.
What's wrong with goatees? The goatees count.
You tell me.
Goatees.
Do goatees count, Joe? You tell me. Do goatees count? It's got chat.
Goatees are better.
Do goatees count? Let me know down below.
Goatees are better.
I'm gonna keep cooking. I got some pasta.
The reason why goatees are better is because you can still stroke here the beard. So you can still stroke the beard, but when you shave fresh, you also get the silky smooth freshness of a fresh shave. So you get the best of both worlds. You get to stroke and caress the smoothness, and then you get to do the thinking with the hair. So it's the best of both worlds, in my opinion. Minamoto, how are you, mate? Is Noah Nandinho a good pickup this week? He disappeared. Great. He's off to cook, I suppose. Noah Nando's. Yeah, Nando's. He's pulled the finger out. He has. I hate my head so big. Thank you. He's pulled the finger out. He's been quite impressive in the last, like, seriously. I start him. He gets the freaking dirt cheap. People jump on him. And then he goes on a tear. Like, freaking Noah. He's a prick. The second I endorse him, you watch, though. The second I endorse him, he's going to go to shit. But why not? It's silly. You could have got it. He's gone up 100K since where he dropped it off. I don't know. What's the run home like for the mids? Let's have a look. It's fairly neutral. In fact, they've got the 4th worst run, but only 1 red matchup. Rest of it is fairly neutral. So yeah, you could probably go. You can probably get Nando's, but at that price, 580. Surely there are less people in that rich run of form. Yeah, why not? G'day, Jamie. How you doing? 2197 with Baz and Stewart on the bench. Yeah. What could have been Nightfall? What could have been? I don't know what to do with Sinclair 8 trades, but I feel like I have to say them because more carnage is coming. Yeah, but he's probably done for the year, is what the reporting is. How can you possibly hold on to the guy when he's done for the year? But I understand your reservations. Travis, hello, rank 24K, trading out Sinclair and McAndrew to Dane Petrarca. 3 days left. Dacos, Sardis, Dogger, and Will Day in the flex. We'll give her 1 more week. Why not? Nice one, Travis. Very nice. I like it. I got the chocolates first. I did Globes. I did say that. Sorry, mate. Better luck next year. But nah, you'll be right. 140K in the bank. Ooh, nice. I love it. Very jealous. Is it worth, if needed, to use one of my 4 injury trades to make sure I survive this weekend? Yeah, 100%. Stay alive in the cup, mate. You're not many people left. So 100% I'd try to stay alive in the cup. And you can use 1 trade. I have 8 trades total left. Trading Richards to Brayshaw. Richards. Ed Richards? That is the definition of luxury. To trade out a guy just because he's on the bye this week. Surely your opponent is also struggling in this bye. Surely. I don't know. It's not an injury trade. I personally, I'm not for it. Thoughts on Sinclair, Eddie Jones, Jagger, or Durham? Then next week, get Nassau Holmes for Edwards. Yeah, I like that. I like that. To get Nassau Holmes, especially like someone like Holmes, man. I've been a very happy Holmes owner ever since I traded him in. When did I trade Holmes in? And his run's only going to get better from here. When did I trade Holmes? I brought in not long ago. Holmes I brought in here around 13. So I've had 3 weeks of Max Holmes, and I'm loving it. What he's giving me? He's giving me a 128 this week. A 124 and a 111. So it's been a good stretch. I basically got him when he basically bottomed out, and now he's on the rise up again. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. And Max Holmes' run home is the best by far on the run home. So all aboard the Max Holmes train. 100% endorse that one next week. Yeah, absolutely. I love the analogy. Can I use it because I have it? Oh, mate, Jamie, it's not my analogy. It's our analogy. Fellow goatee brother in arms. Sinclair had to get shot in the first 5 minutes. Yeah, I know, right? It's ridiculous. That's what I was complaining to I was talking to Big J on the car on the way home. couldn't believe it that of all the people to go down with injury, of course it's Sinclair, who had a break even of 23 million to go down in the first 5 minutes and lose 61.6 thousand. Like, that is just disgusting. And now I can't even sideways him to Nazaya. I can't even sideways him to Nazaya, which is so depressing. Because Nazaya is now $35,000 more expensive. It's all right. It's okay. It was not my year. Simini says Sinclair's high graph on Achilles, potential to play. He has potential to play, but then Tom Morris is saying that it's a very serious own. And I can't believe that you don't own him, Simi. You're a very fortunate man. G'day, Jonas. How you doing? Well, Anand or Artemis? Look, Anand probably has to play. And if I still can't believe the Bombers haven't made a call yet on Archie Roberts. But if Archie Roberts is done for the year and goes get surgery, can you imagine halfback for the Bombers? 99K Artemis would be amazing. And people who I talk to reckon that Artemis is playing this week. So we'll see. We'll see. But I'm at this point in time, I am expecting Jackson Artemis to play, to be named this week. So you get a free look at him. Yep, indeed. Tony Gamma. Hello, Tony. Strategic change for next year. 7 more trades, not for upgrades, but for downgrades. How good? 100%. 100%, Tony. I think I'm going to be a hell of a lot more selective with my upgrades next year, because and the cadence, because we get stuck with players like Ryan on the bench who just aren't making money. Edwards was unfortunate. Edwards was playing for Brad Scott, who ruined a good thing and put him on the wing, which disrupted everything. So I'm willing to. I stand by my Tommy Edwards selection. I blame it purely on Brad Scott. Banfield should have known that this was going to be very risky when it comes to selection and him staying on the park. So, there have been a few rookies. Let's look at the history. Who else have I traded out that were really dodgy? So Murdoch was great. Angry Anderson has been all right. Philippu's been poo. Rechko did his job. He made us the money. Lindsay did his job, made us the money. Lombard did his job eventually, made us the money. Burton. Yeah, Burton was a flop in round 12. Burton was a bad one. Cook was cooking. Happy with Cook. Happy with Blamires. Carroll did his job. Barrow did his job. Grill did his job. Sardis. I was foolish. Jack did his job. So a lot of these rookies have managed to do their job, but some of them have not. And they've been a very slow burn, but it's definitely something that needs to be considered for next year. I think, as you say, Tony, the caliber of the mid-season draftees is only going up every year. I just wish that it takes place a bit earlier. You know what I mean? I'd love for it to take place a little bit earlier in the year, but you're right. It's very true. So many of these 99K rookies are going to be amazing cover. 15 premiums each, free trades, but I can feel fine. You're fine. Don't waste a perfectly good injury trade for a luxury where you got 4 more players than he does. Call me silly, but I've gone early on Oliver Griffin. 3 and 4 goals the last 2 in the VFL. He's going to get games. Couldn't be. I mean, it's possible that he could. It is a cardinal sin to go early on rookies. I have gone early on some rookies this year, and some punished me, others didn't. I did go early on Milan Murdoch, but then he got injured, so it was quite a period of time where there was no price rise, which sucked. Did go early on Paul Cahan, had him on field, with him again this week. There have been a few that I went early on, but it's not normally something that you want to do, I don't think. I'd rather Anand. I'd rather Herbert. I'd rather Artemis. I prefer those guys.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? Has Herbert's
we had
price
a question
rise?
about Ollie. Sorry, question about Ollie Griffin. I love me some Ollie Griffin.
Do you? Why?
Because he's great. Got a super leap. Can play really well. Hopefully he's in for Zane Dersma, and he may never leave. Something about willpower and wanting to play the game, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So as you can see, Poet Herbert has only played the one game. So he still has Carlton, and then he goes up in price against Adelaide.
Yep.
So pretty good. Pretty good midfielder. I'm still not sure what it is that I really want to do with Sinclair. Obviously, it depends on what the news comes out. If the news comes out, he's only missing 3 weeks.
You might have to hold him.
I'll probably hold him. Correct.
I've currently got Call Kahan coverage for him right at the moment anyway, so it may be a case, like you're saying, Joe, just keep him. But people are saying he's going to be out for a while, so we'll see what's up.
I guess we'll find out tomorrow what the prognosis is, but potentially, if he is out, could do something cheeky like getting him out, get like a Jackson in, because Jackson seems to be killing it, and then dropping someone like, I don't know, Cumming, for example.
Are you full team?
Hawker Hunt D6 at the moment, though.
See, I wouldn't drop Cumming. I would drop like Einson and then just get a 99k rookie. Yeah, I'd be doing that and just getting a 99k rookie, because I think Cumming's going to be an okay coverage for a while. So just grab Herbert, for example. Herbert should play for the rest of the year. Just do that.
Could do something like that. Still be left with 2 trades, which is kind of crazy for 10 weeks, 9 weeks, whatever it is. With Hawker Hand D6, pretty kind of crazy, but
I think that's fine.
Could be something like this. I don't know if he is ruled out, but yeah, happy to keep Hawker Hand at like D6. And it took a couple of kick-ins as well, which is really impressive. And I can only imagine that as he continues to get used to the speed of the game and up his tank and whatnot, that he's only going to continue to improve. As you say, he was amazing on the weekend. 96 from less than 70% TOG is absolutely sensational.
Pretty good.
And where is he, Hawker? If you just pull up the heat map, I mean it's quite good. I mean, less than 70% TOG, but he had 18 kicks, 5 handballs. I mean, it's a beautiful kick to handball ratio. 23 disposals at 87%. He's a good user of the footy, and he took a couple of kick-ins. So, yeah, you can only hope that he continues to improve from here on out. What's the run like for
his? I don't know if you caught it on Twitter, Joe, but I posted. He didn't even come on until like 12 minutes or something into the fourth quarter. In the last.
that run home.
Like it was pretty good for him.
And it's a very nice run home for Adelaide. Second easiest on the way home.
Not too bad.
So
not bad. I think
Yeah.
Worrell will be back this week, so it may affect him a little bit, but probably not as much as what people are thinking.
Well, I'm more than happy to keep him there, yeah, D6, and hopefully continue to...
He's currently stuck on my bench. I'm not happy.
He's probably better than Clark for me. I have more faith in Hawkenham than Clark, to be honest.
Mm.
Happy I got Parker, rewarded me with a 131, which is pretty decent.
Yeah, pretty good.
And North Melbourne have the easiest run home for designated kickers as well. So, yeah.
Does Parker take a lot of the kicks? He does, yeah. Takes a few kick-ins.
Let's have a look. Kick-ins for North Melbourne.
Yeah, so second.
Yeah, I only had the one on the... I only had one kick-in. Who took all the kick-ins? 3 for
Cooper
Daniel,
Harvey.
2
Cooper
McDonald, 1 Zerha, 3 Cooper Harvey. What is this, bro?
Cam Zerha kick-in.
Freaking Jai Simpson as well.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Cam Zerha kick-in. All right, I'll be right back.
You guys are just giving kick-ins to everybody and their mother, almost. Unbelievable. It'll be interesting when Herbert's role will be when McCarthy returns. Yeah, it would. But I imagine they should play McCarthy as a midfielder. I reckon Herbert is a great halfback. The way he just charges, he's not afraid to run. He's not afraid to take the game on. That was just his first game. And imagine what's going to happen when he gets used to playing with his teammates at senior level. I think McCarthy should be playing as a midfielder. Personally, I reckon McCarthy needs to move into the midfield, and then what's his face? Herbert just continues to run off half back. He'll give me some DPP as well, which is not too shabby. So at the moment, it's Hawkeye D6 and Clark D5. That's the midfield. That's the ruck. That's the flex. That's the forward line. So your Thilthorpe was ass. It's amazing he got 62, to be honest. Didn't have him beating Cozzy Pickett on my bingo card, but it's a crazy world we live in. Crazy, crazy world. Worrell takes Bull Ace's spot. Bull Ace has been really good, though. Really stiff. Bull Ace has been very handy. I've been very impressed with Bull Ace. He's been very solid. Very solid. It was great playing the Mr. Piano Man. That was very good. It was very, very good. Sing us a song, your harmonica man. Sing us a song tonight. And yeah, so it's good vibes. Great vibes at the Blues at the moment. Didn't I say on the podcast that I'm backing in the Blues to win that game? So yeah, happy about that. Happy with that call. And it should be a staple now every single week. And is Carlton going to lose a game anymore? Or is Carlton just going to win every game? So have a quick look at the fixture for Carlton. So they'll beat West Coast this week. No disrespect to West Coast. But are Carlton going to lose a game anymore? West Coast, Richmond they'll beat. Hawthorn, that'll be a tough one. Collingwood they'll beat. Gold Coast at Marvel they'll beat. Brisbane at Marvel. Do Brisbane finally hit their straps? St Kilda they'll beat. Doggies they'll beat, I reckon. And Freo at Marvel as well. Honestly, Carlton, if Carlton beat the Hawks in round 18, they're not losing again. If Carlton beat the Hawks in round 18, they're not losing again this year, and they're going to win the flag. The Blue Baggers, the Blue Flaggers. It's happening. It's happening, guys. It's happening. Who averages more? Jagger, Durham, Draper, C-Mac, Cook. Probably Jagger, because Carlton aren't losing. There you go. We'll never lose again. Never again. The good old days when Voss was coaching. Seriously, what the hell was Voss teaching them? Seriously, what the hell was Voss telling these players? Isn't this one of the biggest indictments on a former coach in recent times? What the hell was this guy telling them? And then, funnily enough, I don't know why this is happening, but Michael Voss is joining Fox Footy. Michael Voss is set to join the Thursday Night Football team on Fox Footy. They'll get my honesty. What is that even supposed to know? What is that even supposed to mean? Fox Footy has added another superstar to its commentary lineup. With Brisbane Triple Premiership captain Brandon Melson, ex-Carlton coach, Michael Voss. Wasn't there also another team that he coached? Isn't this the second time around he's left in disgrace? It was confirmed on Fox Footy on Saturday night that Voss had joined on Fox with Brisbane Sydney in round 16, his first assignment. So he resigns after they play against Brisbane, only to then commence his commentary career in a Brisbane game. Just tell us you love Brisbane still to this day above all else without telling us you love Brisbane. You just wish you could go back to those glory days, mate. Those glory days are long gone. Those glory days are long gone. 100% Blue Iris. Who's playing? It's back to the Lions. He can't let go. He can't let go of the Lions. Does Fraser want the job? Does Fraser actually want the job? If I was in his position, why wouldn't you want the job? The way they're going. And bro, they've got harmonicas being played in the club rooms now. In the song. Once you've got the harmonica blasting, you know shit's going well. Carlton play Marvel this week, and 3 in a row at the MCG, and then 5. That's it. You're not losing again. Tatum, you're not losing again this year. Fraser still doesn't count. He still doesn't want it. May change his mind still. He does need to play hard to get. Yes. You can't be desperate. Isn't that what Buck said as well about that whole coaching arrangement for Tassie? That you have to play hard to get. And I think that's a little bit what John Longmire is doing as well, saying I and all the other coaches out there are talking to Tassie, add some more moolah to your bank account. I can't. What is Vossi going to provide the Fox Footy team on Thursday night? Realistically. No matter what, I'll have to go through the process and get it over whom else to interview. 100%. Of course, you have to go through the process.
What did I miss?
But going through the process is one thing, and then actually having actual tangible substance and data to back up, real life evidence to back up your claims is something else that's very powerful. It's very powerful what he's doing at the moment, Fraser. He has completely transformed the way the Carlton Blues are playing and the result on field. And that has to hold up. You can't just simply, go through an interview process like everyone else is going to go through an interview process, right?
Except for Ross Lyon.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't like interview processes.
Correct. But if you've gone to get someone, if you're interviewing Enright, the best you're going to do with Enright is interview him. That's all you're going to get an interview. If you're going to interview Kelly, you're going to do that. If you're going to interview Greg, you're going to do all you're going to do with those guys is interview them and maybe some character references. But what Fraser's doing, you have more than just an interview. You have real life, tangible evidence.
Which is the issue that I've got with these clubs, where it's like, hey, I actually want to start performing on field. And I think it's a whole lot of bullshit, to be honest. Like, all these clubs all these players. Carlton had this in them before. Yeah. Carlton 100% could have done this before. They just decided not to. And it's like, oh, now I'll start performing. Now I'm a good player. And it's like, hey, where was this before, mate? Where was this before? Where was this when the club desperately needed you to do this? No personnel has changed. The players haven't, like, you haven't got new players in. It's just like you want to win now, you know, versus, oh, I'm complaining before. So
Yeah.
I'll show everyone foods.
Yeah, what do you get? What do you make?
You made me some pasta. Look at this. Not too bad. Pasta with chicken on the top. Like carbonara with like chicken on top. It's pretty cool.
Cooking with Big J. Not bad.
Good size.
Good size, indeed. Fraser playing it cool. Nobody likes a thirsty herd. I think, Matt, you know, Jonas, obviously different people express desire in different ways. I think you can be obviously very motivated and desiring of something whilst keeping your, but maybe being shy, or your personality is that you like to keep your cards close to your chest. Other people tend to be straight shooters, right? You've got the people who are coy and sly, and you've got other people who are just straight between the eyes, straight shooters. It takes all kinds to make a world, and you know, I'm sure the more he's doing it, the more he wants the head job. But I agree. You definitely want to hire somebody that 110% wants the job. Like, you can't pick, and that's the thing for me why I do have some reservations about trying to go for the old experienced coach who has coached for a long time in a previous team.
Yep.
I just find it hard to imagine that coach who's coached for such a long period of time still has the same desperation, drive, and energy to want to coach that new club the same way that someone who is untried has it. Because
yeah,
go for it.
I kind of pigging back off that a little bit, Joe. I think it's really hard to discount what Fraser's been able to do with the team as well. And it's like, hey, if he's got this right mindset of, you know, imagine if he goes from a 1-8 team to now playing finals, as some people have said in the chat, you know, Tatum saying here, 2 more wins and you're going like 8-8, which is bananas, yeah, going from 1 to 8. There's no guarantee that a new coach coming in is going to play the same way either. So it's like, well, do you really want to break up a good thing? If he's got the playing group to play a certain way, maybe it's worth just sticking around with him, even if it's with him, just to give some, like, we'll talk about Clarko's stability and things like that, but I think Carlton's stability too, where give him 2 years, say, hey, let's revisit this in 2 years. We like what you've done, caretaker coach or not. If you want the top job, we'll give you 2 years, and we'll revisit it in a little while and say, okay, cool. You've been able to do it. You've been able to keep up the stuff. As you say, Joe, and I think it's one of the problems with like a Clarkson, for example, at North Melbourne versus maybe a younger coach or someone that maybe the success has been a little bit different for him, because I think you're kind of set in your old ways a little bit. Like, you need this, this, and this, and this to make a really good team. You have to play this way. And you end up with Michael Voss again. You know, you end up with Brendan Bolton again. You end up with like the next one and the next one versus someone who's like, hey, come into it and we just use our pieces. So, if they don't go through the due process, it's a bit of a waste. But I hope they do, and yeah, figure everything out. It'll be cool.
But the stats are in. I think the stats are in of what the process is that is to lead to success, and that is to go with the untried coach. I think if you look at all of the coaches,
as long as he's smart and he's got a good group around him, I think.
Premiership winning coaches, 21st century. So Clarko was an untried coach. Dimmer, untried coach. Matthews, he was Collingwood and Brisbane. Bomber Thompson, untried coach. Chris Scott, untried coach. Malthouse, he was the last person who has won flags with 2 different teams. Choco Williams, untried coach. Longmire, untried coach. Paul Roos, untried coach. Bevo, untried. Simpson, untried. Craig McRae, untried. Fagan, untried.
I think it's the reason why Hardwick's not doing very well, because he's come from another system and tried to make it work at Gold Coast.
Yeah, exactly. That's it. I think we've got enough of a sample size. I think we have enough of a sample size over the course of 26 years to determine overwhelmingly that if you want to give yourself a better chance of winning the flag, you're doing it with an untried coach who has come, obviously, from a great system, has got a great pedigree, but it's an untried coach who overwhelmingly more often than not, gets the job done. So and I think that's part of the reason why someone like Fraser is working, because you don't have this pre-established path in your head that has worked before. Because you just look at what I imagine that Dimmer Hardwick is doing is he's obviously got in his mind, still imprinted in his mind, how he built the Richmond Tigers.
Oh, 100%.
And he's now just trying to plug and play. You're going to play the Dusty role, and you're going to play. I'm going to bring Rioli with me. Rioli, you just keep playing your Rioli role. You're going to play Dusty. You're going to play as Cochin. You're going to play as Tom Lynch. You're going to play as Alex France.
We need a Petrarca. He can play like Dusty,
Yeah, exactly. And obviously, these players are not like for like. These players, even if they might have similar skill sets, they might have different personalities. And it's really, it becomes very hard, I imagine, for a player, for a coach that's got his way set to then try and apply that to an entirely different set of people in an entirely different state. So it'll be interesting to see, as you say, Tatum. I can't say that yet. They could come out with the flag next year, but at the same time, history is against them. It's not the tried and true established coach that then moves on to another team and wins a flag. It tends to be the new one. Obviously, Voss had a game plan that the players couldn't get their head around. Fraser comes in with the keep it simple, stupid mindset, and the players can do that.
I don't know if it is. I really don't know if it is a Voss and players couldn't get their head around. I think a lot of it comes down to attitude and discontent a little bit. Unfortunately, players have it's an unfair advantage, I think, in the AFL compared to other sports that, a coach can get rid of players if they don't like them versus the AFL where it's like, well, I'm a player. I've signed 5 years. You're a coach. See you later, Yeah. I don't know.
I imagine that there was a system in place, but it was just a shit system. Why would you think, what makes you think that Vossi had a really good system that was conducive to being a good team? Because as soon as they were playing, you were kicking, Carlton were bombing the ball. They were kicking the ball long and just looking for contest all the time. As soon as Fraser came in, that entirely flipped on its head. No longer bombing the ball. It was lowering the eyes and became the number one team for short kicks, even ahead of Brisbane, who are notorious for short kicks. So it was clearly a change. Yeah. So it's clearly a change in game style. And I genuinely don't think that there is much, substance, I suppose, or enough evidence to suggest that Voss's plan was any good, was conducive to anything successful, because he's never been part of a really good team. I think a massive part to the reason why Carlton went so far as they did that one year. You can't deny that there is talent on Carlton's list. They've always had that talent, that top tier talent in the their top 6 players can go toe to toe with basically anyone. It's always been the bottom echelon in the team that lets them down. So you can't really say that Vossi could certainly be capable of being a great systems coach. I think someone like Fraser's done an incredible job with the exact same personnel to implement a whole new different game style. Carlton on a young team has just cooked exactly. Testing a leadership core. We won't see proper success like Flags till they've gone. Cripps love them to death, but mentally they aren't up to it. They have too many conditional players. Pick and choose when to give their all. Don't get me wrong, Lovinell winning, but it can flip just as quickly.
Yeah, and then that's the issue that I have too. Yeah, is it's great when you're doing that, but then it's like, well, where was this before? Why is it not happening? Things like that. And I agree. A lot of conditional players at Carlton.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Initiator went from 3K to 6K with a 2030. Tough week, mate. It's all right. You can certainly bounce back. It's not over. Making the spring chicken that he is. There is no rush. There's no rush. Let's wait till the end of the season. There is a rush. What happens if we come and take Josh Fraser from you, mate?
I thought Brad Scott's not getting traded, Joe, or is that happening now?
Brad Scott
is Brad Scott going or what?
Bro, that's a dead name to me. What are you talking about? Young coach, great list, great football diploma, great assistant, great list, everything. He need everything great. More than a coach to win a flag, 100%. They just don't. If they don't get Fraser like James Kelly, 100%. I'm big on Pops Kelly as well. I'm really big on him. He came to the club and there's already a bit of an Essendon connection there because he came to the club during the supplement saga as a top-up player, and then he was on after he retired, stayed on as an assistant coach. So there's already a bit of a connection to the Essendon Bombers there, and I'd love for Pops Kelly. For me, if it's he's my primary choice as well. I think I'd love Kelly, and if he could speak to any of his extra long teammates to come across to the Bombers as well, I'd be deeply indebted to him. But yeah, big, massive fan of Kelly, and Tatum is as well. Fraser's come from the VFL. He knows what he's doing, 100%. Roll. Yeah. You try saying the Rioli roll. The Rioli roll. You try saying that very fast multiple times.
Could open a bakery.
I know, right? G'day, Robert. What do you think about bringing Mark Kane in for Sinclair? That's the definition of point chasing, no?
Yeah, and you got to remember as well, Worrell's back probably this week. He only missed the game due to illness. So if Worrell's back, Keane is no longer the same player as what he was 5 minutes ago. It's very, very much point chasing, 100%.
How many coaches have won premierships coaching multiple different clubs?
Not many.
Why is it giving me NRL?
I don't know.
I have never looked up anything NRL related in my life. Exactly 8 coaches have won VFL AFL premiership multiple clubs. This elite group consists of Jack Worrell, Percy Bentley, Checker Hughes, Ron Barassi, David Parkin, Alan Jeans, Lee Matthews, and Mick Malthouse. 8. 8 in all VFL, AFL history. 8. How many coaches have there been in VFL, AFL history? About 400? Is it inclusive of today? Since official records began tracking appointments. So this is obviously not everyone. But you could say maybe around 400?
That seems too many.
Eight of them have won VFL, AFL. 8.
At multiple clubs, yeah.
So history is well and truly against the Suns here in getting Dimmer Hardwick.
Yeah.
Suns,
but you know why they got him? They got him because he was available, yeah.
Well, they flew over to Italy to get him.
They got him because they didn't want Stewie Jew anymore. That's why they got him. So
yeah, and yet Stewie Jew, you ask around, he is one of the most highly respected and rated assistant coaches.
Well, it's Clarko's crew, yeah. I think he was another one of the Clarko team.
Let's see, Stewie Jew, from a coaching perspective. So he retired from Hawthorn 2009. Then immediately went to the Swans as an assistant coach from 2010 to 2017. 7 years under Paul Roos and John Longmire. Wow. Before becoming a senior coach at the Suns for 5 years. Then he went to part-time to Brizzy, and now he is back at Port Adelaide as a senior assistant coach. So, I mean, this is a guy who's really building a resume for a second crack at it. I reckon. Yeah. I reckon he is building a resume for a second crack, and I think he should, because you would learn a hell of a lot playing under Clarko, and then learning under Roosie and Longmire. Like you can't not be priming yourself for another crack at it.
Well, I mean, a lot of them are, right? There's a lot of these coaches who are very much, hey, let's go for a second run.
It was done. On the flag 2 years ago, stitch up umpires. They got destroyed again by the umpires. Then chucked versus Brisbane in that final. Ever since, I think it was, who was it? Was it Brett Daniels who decided to suck the ball off the ground, just outside the goal square? As soon as he missed that, it became an absolute avalanche the other way, and somehow Geelong's the Lions stole it from them. I agree. GWS are cooked, which is a waste, unfortunately. So Gold Coast and go McAndrew 3 trades, going to Josh Cuddy to have a 3-peat. That's exactly.
I think it was a mistake for them, mistake for them not to try and push Lee Lear out. To be honest, he's half the player that I thought he was, and yeah, it's not a good situation.
Did that start against the Lions when the players knew Voss was gone? Well, the players said they didn't know that happened.
Oh, the players knew he was gone.
I don't know, maybe. I've always had a theory that champion players don't make good coaches because their talent came naturally and they can't teach what came to them instinctually. It's a fair call, Simi. Don't mind that at all. Fraser come from the Northern Bulllands, the perspective of Carlton in the VFL, from an opposition coach or done their homework on the squad, hence why he's brought up talent knowing what's good.
Except the Northern Bullhands are a bit of a rival. So
I think they're cooked now, aren't they?
They're no longer anymore. They're no longer in the VFL.
Yeah. The crazy thing is, a colleague of mine was actually dating the president of the Northern Bulllands, and when because he came in after all of the corruption shit took place, and he was the president trying to salvage
Because
the
I think they ran out of
situation.
money.
Yeah, because it was all embezzled. Has anyone else got the feeling that we're still going to get a heap of injuries? Oh, of course there is. Of course there are going to be heaps of injuries.
Yeah. Supercoach. So this year has not been a great year for me in Supercoach. Don't get me wrong. It has not been a fantastic year. Get over it. It happens, right? One of the things I will say 1,000% is that Supercoach is a game of attrition. You can legitimately make bulk, and I'm talking bulk gains in terms of rank if you've got playing players and a couple of trades come round 20 and above. So the buy rounds at the moment are really good because they allow us to navigate things like that, but it really will be the people who don't spend all their trades, the ones who are looking forward and are being like, cool, like similar to Joe, right? Where, hey, I've got 22 plus a good rookie. I can use this as coverage for the foreseeable future. Yeah, I don't see Hall Kahan getting dropped. His team looks decent enough. It's not optimal. He doesn't have 23 and Hall Kahan, but how many do? I think that teams like that are going to do it. If you spend all your trades by round 16, which I've seen a few of, or getting very, very close, as you say, Tatum's, there's going to be carnage. Remember last year, Harry Sheezel was out for periods of time. Midfielders get out for periods of time and things like that. And it's like, oh, shit. Like, what do I do? I just don't have trades. It's rough, bro. It sucks. It really does. It happens way too often. Start planning for your AFLW team.
Yeah, hardly any at all. 100%, man. Coming on Merritt and Neal for Sinclair and Roberts. I think Merritt should be pretty good. Probably benefits from Roberts out. Yeah, possible.
Yeah. Depends. I don't think he's getting DPP, though, if that's what you're banking on.
How would I even know? Oh, wait. Club high-performance bosses to meet amid surge and injuries. This took place in March. So they seem to be... The AFL seems to have been concerned about this in March. They already had a meeting about this.
Yeah, because I think there was a few players that got injured in there at the start. That's why there was quite a few SSP signings from memory.
Indeed, the players loved him too. I reckon he's a lovable guy. I'll just show you the report. Stuart, my God. Copper.
He had a bit of a stressful time and was having fun with those lollies in the in the box.
Yeah, fair enough there. Craze fit. Don't mind ranking. Good theory, more than usual. Yeah, it does feel bad. Teams will play 100% they will. I end up going Nakos instead of Baz after his buy the extra primo. Very nice. Very, very nice. What's with these idiots in the media who think teams can land big numbers with free agents? All be matched in demand, huge trades packages, Neil and Toby 3 and a free. That's it.
I think there's a couple others. There's a few unrestricted free agents as well. I think Lockie Ash is one. I think Zach Bailey, unrestricted free agent as well, Joe. There's quite a few.
Look. So Adelaide, Braden Cook.
Yep. Get him in.
Someone's gonna jump on Cook. Chase Jones, Hugo Hawker-Han, get around him.
Yep.
Inbar Maley, your boy.
That's because we delisted him, I think.
Or Lace, but I think
not delisted. Sorry, he was I think he was one of those senior lists, and then we picked him up on the rookie list, so it counts. That's how we got Greenwood.
Yeah, Tex Walker surely retires at the end of this year, you would imagine.
I reckon he goes another year.
Tex Walker, another one.
Yeah, another one.
Connor McKenna, Darcy Ford, Zorko.
Depends if he wins a premiership. If he wins a premiership, he won't go again, but no premiership, I reckon he does.
Yeah, Zach Bailey's a restricted free agent. So they'll try to match maybe. But I reckon they'll trade him out and get incredible
We'll see.
return. Adam Sard for Carlton. Elijah Hollins. Frankie Evans. Unrestricted free agent? Oh, that's a mistake. They need to sign him up ASAP, Frankie Evans. Gordon Boyd. Mitch McGovern. Interesting. Nick Newman. Nick Haynes. Ollie Hollins. Oh, both Hollins boys. Zach Williams. Yeah, they'll probably sign on. Collingwood. The Crisp Magnet. Jeremy Howe.
North Melbourne have quite a few as well. A lot of the older players are out, out of contract.
A few interesting names of the Bombers, seriously, like
Jaden
Jerkins,
Ewing.
Sardis.
Do you think Sardis gets recontracted?
I've got no idea. I've got no idea. I think it depends on whether or not someone is interested in taking Darcy Parish off our hands or not. I don't know. It's a bit weird. Yeah, tough situation. For Freo, is there any squeeze at Fremantle? Switkowski, he would not be demanding a lot of money. McDonald, Nathan O'Driscoll, Dudley, yeah, not demanding a lot of money. I wouldn't imagine.
There'll be clubs asking for him. He's actually been half decent this year. Good old Dudley.
Geelong, anybody worth looking at? Jack Martin, Jed Buse, Blixarves. Someone throw some money at Blixarves.
Nah, it's too old, man.
What about Danger?
I'll take him.
Yeah, true. Gold Coast, Jamara, Jed Walter. Come to the Bombers, mate. GWS, Jesse Hogan, Max Krzyzewski. You guys are big onto Max Krzyzewski, aren't you?
Yeah, I think he's coming. I'm fairly sure he'll be at North Melbourne next year.
Shut up. We're not having freaking Reece Stanley.
Yeah, Gruzevsky. I mean, you've already got 2 meter Peter. Imagine him and Reece Stanley in the same team. Holy moly.
I haven't even looked at the free agent market. I think it's relevant to a trade period, just to distract the players. Yeah, it's true. I'm still Hinkley Snakes. Tex will get fired before he retires. Fair enough.
Maybe.
Freo won't lose anyone they don't want to. Exactly right. 100%.
Yeah, that's one of the beautiful things about Freo too, is just their drafting has been so good. And their player retention, I think, has been pretty amazing too. No one's really wanted their players until recently. So it's like, hey, why would you not stay for the success, you know?
Ooh. Mitch Lewis is an unrestricted free agent.
Yeah.
Mitch Lewis could go anywhere.
You got the money.
Exactly. If you got the money to pay him, would you do that, Mitch Lewis? I don't know. Melbourne, they got a pretty big list.
I would love a new list boss at North Melbourne. Just give us something. No more CCJs and Spargos and Zach Fishers, please.
Yeah, quite a few players there. North Melbourne, no one really look at. Port Adelaide, Butters, obviously. Who else? Ollie Wines, unrestricted, I know. Lockie Jones, Sweet, Mead, Soldo, Stirk, Thatcher, Richmond, St Kilda. No one
Thatcher's a good
really.
player.
Yeah. Okay. Sure. Rampy, Cunningham, Lloyd, old buggers. Taylor Adams has retired. Thank you for your services. Well done on a great career, Taylor Adams. Well done. We salute you.
It's a bit of a
West
shame,
Coast.
Tim.
You don't want to take Bailey Williams? Anybody interested in Dev Rock?
Look, I think there's teams are going to be looking. You laugh, right? But I think teams are legitimately going to be looking at like the likes of Bailey Williams. If he doesn't get recontracted, a mobile ruckman that can play like second ruck and take kickouts and stuff. Not hit outs, sorry, kickouts. Like hit outs and stuff. I think there's a real market for him.
There is. Who else is unrestricted? Tom Cole, underrated defender. Tom Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Flynn. Anyone in the market looking for a ruckman?
Another
unrestricted.
Matt Flynn at his fifth club or something.
Yeah, unrestricted. Could literally walk anywhere.
Pretty
and then for doggies, McNeil, unrestricted. Oscar Baker, unrestricted. Thomas Liberatore. Who is Thomas Liberatore? Thomas. Can't believe it.
His dad calls him Thomas, I bet you.
Yeah.
Everyone else calls him Thomas. Eat your veggies.
That's his mother. It's his mother, and only his mother calls him Thomas.
His dad.
You reckon it's his dad?
Yeah, I reckon it's his dad. His dad would call him Thomas, I reckon. He looks like that guy.
Young Thomas Liberatore.
Heard it here first, man.
You heard it here, exactly right. Who are you trading up for Grzyzewski? Zach Fisher?
Well, I think there'll be a few. There'll be a few players gone at the end of the year. So I think we'll just get him as a free agent. To be honest, we'll offer him some money and then he'll come. His dad's already they're a North Melbourne family, which is lucky for us because there's not many of them. North Melbourne family looking for a new change. I have a big theory, Joe, around, I don't know if you've caught like Thursday live streams, but I have a big theory around players getting dropped when trade news comes. It's like, hey, why are we going to play this guy if he's not going to be rewarding and not going to stick around? And Grzyzewski's definitely been that guy for a while. So, yeah, I think he could be on the outer.
Yeah, if I was Marshall, I'd want to get to Geelong too. Who wouldn't want to play for Geelong?
He needs to. Finally get out of St Kilda, man.
What's with the report on tissue paper strength Ridley? He's contracted him big money for multiple years. Why would anyone give up anything for him to rehab for the majority of the year every year?
The reason why people will give up money for him is because he's tall and he can play a role. That's the reasons why. So Brisbane, for example, still haven't played Tom Dode, I don't think. And the guy's on monster money. Not monster money is not the right word, sorry. He's on okay money. And he hasn't even played. So clubs will take good clubs that have accountability on their salary cap. 100% they'll put in some money for a Ridley. Brisbane say, hey, Harris Andrews getting a bit old. We only need you to play 5 games a year. Let's go. We'll do our best to get you fit. It happens, yeah.
He's 27, in the prime of his career, at 195 centimetre. One of the best interceptors going around. A beautiful kick of the football. Great composure. Literally, this guy is a very, very talented footballer. It's just about getting his body right and keeping him on the park. And the idea is he wants to go up to Queensland where the weather is warmer so that he can possibly have...
It's such a cop-out. The weather's all...
It's a bit of a cop-out. But look, Daniel Hurd did not play football for close to 2 years. Went to Brisbane. Played every single game. Literally played every single game up at the Lions and won a flag and retired. So if you can get him right, if you can get his body right, and you can play him, maybe you can manage him better. Maybe, someone with a better health and fitness team gets a fresh guy who's all-Australian caliber player, literally was in the All-Australian 40 squad, was a BNF winner, and he's been playing for a shit team who's had a shit off-field everything. So maybe he goes to a good club and flourishes there.
And there's something to be said as well for these type of players where, not to bag out Essendon too much, Joe, but there's something to be said about these type of players where you don't have to make them do too much. Like, I go back to Brisbane because he's scheduled to probably go there, but they'd be like, hey, we just need you to play this tiny little role. You can do this. We're not going to ask you to take on the entire world. We don't need you to carry. The rest of our defense is good enough. Have at it, versus an Essendon, for example, that maybe they're not the best. Maybe they need him to do a lot more on field, which makes him a bit more of a liability. And it could be the reason leading to his injuries a little bit, potentially, random stuff like that. So,
yeah, exactly. David Walls, best minute, 100%. Porter screwed, Butter's gone, and then what? Rosie on suspected hammies.
Yeah, it's true. It's true that they're in a bit of bother, and that's why they didn't win last week. To be honest, they've got Horn Francis, and then what else do they have? They're not the greatest team,
That's why Port probably hope that Richmond's massive offer to Butters becomes palatable to him to be on such big money, because that Port would prefer to deal with Richmond than they would to deal with the Bulldogs, because they can get better picks in a trade with Richmond than they would with the Dogs. So maybe they're obviously hoping that they can then try and kickstart a rebuild, but I personally have no idea how Port salvage the situation that they're in, because they literally took 0 picks to the draft.
Yeah. And their selections in the back end aren't great either. It's been a big issue for them. They need to do what a few of the other clubs have done and start to grab a few more really good mature ages, I think. There's talent there. 100% there's talent there. But they've been struggled, and it's finally plateaued a little bit with them in terms of, we've picked up a Radigalia, we've picked up this guy, and this guy, we've picked up the next one and the next one. Like, these guys who now have just been injured. No fault to their own, obviously, but they're getting injured, and they're covering major positions on field and, like, liabilities.
Yeah, but then when you've got someone like David Koch, who refuses
rebuild
a rebuild.
Is not in our vocabulary.
It's always finals. We ban the word rebuild, which is an excuse for failure.
Yep.
He has continued to say that. So, huh?
He's not wrong.
Oh, so we just take no pick to the draft?
No, of course not. Like, he'll crack the shit.
Literally the first side in VFL, AFL history to not have taken a pick in the draft.
Pretty funny, man.
Who plays finals first? North or Eagles?
I think it could easily be the Eagles. I think if we grab Gruzevsky, if we grab a couple of other players and things like that, some guys who I'm hoping will come, I think it's going to be for us more an attitude problem than anything else. And I think Eagles, their attitude definitely pulls them through. And Marvel Stadium for us isn't the powerhouse like Optus Stadium is for the Eagles. If that makes sense. So if you're playing half your games at a stadium where, similar to Geelong at GMHBA, if you can turn that into your superpower, clubhouse, it it works out really well for you. That's what, 12 wins, maybe a little bit less, a little bit more. Pretty good.
Yeah, I think it should be. It should be north. It should be north, and I don't think it will be this year.
No, it won't be this
You
year.
just need to.
This would be, if we're going on who plays finals, it could be this year. Purely for the fact that wild card counts as finals. That's the thing. So if we can make 10th, technically we've played finals.
Are we doing a predicted guys right now?
I think 10th is doable for North Melbourne.
That's what Simi says. Port wants Sanders in the Butters deal, so they can trade him to Tasmania the following year for the number 1 pick. They'll pay him hugely off the Western year.
Good luck. I don't think Sanders will leave. Sanders is as much of the future as Butters is for Port Adelaide. I know they want the player, but I don't think he'll go anywhere.
I'm not against it, Alex. I'm not against that. Ridley's gone to the Suns. Fair enough. Brisbane learnt their lesson with Oscar Allen and Duty injury history, though.
But they're doing so well.
They've got Draper. I think Brisbane back themselves in, and some players are just more injury prone than others, but they can take on all these injured players because they already have so much talent on the field already. And when we eventually get these guys right to go and play, that's what makes a stacked team stacked. That you've got extra guns, surplus to needs, just sitting there in the wings. And Oscar Allen was playing, and he was playing really good football before his unfortunate landing. It was a freak accident. It wasn't just a soft tissue problem. It was a freak accident on the field. So I think Oscar Allen is not the best example. And I'd also say, they took on a guy who's doing his Achilles in Draper. Draper's playing at the moment, just playing a regular role for the team. So, they're historically known for taking injury or injured players and then getting them right because they have a very good health and fitness team. What's up, Kobe? Just in Bali. Sorry. Oh, very nice. Hope you're having a great time, my friend. I got 2 hours sleep last night because you couldn't sleep in the flight. Fair enough. Try sleeping.
I hate that. I hate it. I hate when that happens.
Yeah, it's very disappointing about Sinclair, but we'll see what the prognosis is. We might not even deal with the Dogs unless Sanders or young players are involved, as they're taking Cochrane. And picks this year would be wasted. Dogs picks suck.
I don't think they'll get a choice, to be honest. Butters isn't going to stay. I don't think he stays. So it really is, hey, I want to go to this club. And that's the problem with the AFL, is that nominations just mean so incredibly much that a player can decide, hey, I'm going to this club, and too bad. It's not even like, hey, I'm going to this state and then you have to deal with it. It's no, I'm going to this club. Trade me to this club. Too bad. I can easily see it coming to the point, Joe, where it's like, hey, depending on where Port is on the ladder, they might just cop it and say, well, give us the first round pick, and then we'll look to trade it for multiple picks in the following years, potentially.
Oh, yeah. They can obviously match the bid.
Can they? Is he unrestricted or restricted?
No, he is a restricted free agent, which then guarantees compensation. But the compensation will certainly
they were going to get compensation anyway.
Yeah, they'll get compensation, but it won't be anywhere near as good enough for the caliber of play that they're losing. Certainly would be better if they could get a trade done, but the Doggies don't have to.
No.
Unless, of course, the Doggies think that it's possible that Sanders does leave. They might as well just ship him off already.
I don't think he goes.
We'll see. Doesn't matter what Koshi says, though. I know it doesn't change reality, but it certainly dictates the the direction of the club. He's not a nobody. And if he's very outright with what his intentions are and what his desires are for the direction of the club, well, he's got a massive say in that. Obviously, it doesn't change reality. If they need to rebuild, then they need to rebuild, regardless of what deluded Koshi has to say. But his words have weight. Absolutely, Kobe Sinclair straight to Blakey, a good trade. Blakey, let's have a look at the DVP. I love me Lizard. Love me the Liz. Let's have a look at the run home. Sydney. I mean, it's fairly neutral. Brisbane's tough.
He wouldn't be my first choice.
Yeah. There's 3 red matchups there. Isn't necessarily ideal. What's Blakey's cost? How much this one in cash? 509. It's pretty cheap though.
He wouldn't be my first. I think Luke Parker might be a better selection for you.
I agree. I think Luke Parker is a better option too. That's why I got him when I did. Woody, how are you, mate? Oh, that sucks, Woody. Bro. That sucks. Well, I've traded him out anyway. But yeah, good to see you. Port let Nick Stevens walk for nothing. Port a match no matter what. He's only leaving with a trade. Port is happy. Boom. Essendon have to bid. Oh,
the thing is, though, like Port, you say like he's not leaving, right? I'm pretty sure they can still say I'm walking. They can't put a gun to his head and say, "Hey," they'll just like force him to go to the draft.
Yes, force him to go to the draft. We'll take him with pick 1.
You would do that, fucking ass. Matt Rosa would be licking his lips.
Like, bro, can you imagine? Yes, walk Zach Butters to the draft, please, please walk him to the draft. I'm begging you guys. After we lodge a bid, we get the extra pick, and then bang, Zach Butters. Oh, well, that's shit. Got me excited for nothing. Stuff you, Jez. Why did you tell me he could walk to the draft for?
They can't force him to sign the contract.
So, and players serve at least 8 years at a single club and earn 25% of their team's highest wage earners. Okay. The current club holds the right of first refusal and can match rival offers to retain their services.
Mm-hmm.
The offer, rival clubs can table contract offers to lure the player. The player's current club has 3 days to match the financial and contract length term of the rival's offer. If the current club matches the offer, the player must either stay or enter the league's trade or draft system if they still want to leave. If the club declines to match, the player is free to join the rival club and the original team receives AFL allocated draft compensation.
There you go. So he can leave if he wants to.
If he wants to play AFL level, he has
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have to. He can leave and go to the draft. That's what it just said.
That's what this says.
Hmm.
Yeah. Player choice. If the current club is offer, the player must either stay or enter the league's trade or draft system if they still want to.
But then obviously he cops it if he gets drafted by a club that doesn't want to go to. Well, then too bad.
We'll look after you.
He just has to. They just. I think they have to sit out for 2 years. Yeah, so he can go national draft. Like, I think the only major difference between the two is the fact that restricted free agent gives the current club rights to the player to match a bid and force a trade instead of him just being like, hey, I'm leaving. But I don't think it actually does anything outside of that.
The wooden spoon risk.
Yeah. Well, that's it.
With wooden spoon data right here in the chat.
There you go.
Oh, please come to the Bombers. Come, you can play golf with our players like you did earlier in the year. You can play golf with them every day now.
Imagine if Brad Scott got Zach Butters to the Bombers.
What, because he destroyed our club so badly we ended up getting Zach
Butters? Yeah, exactly.
Talk about failing up.
Like just tanking. It's the Jackson Haitley all over again. Hey, we can't do a trade, so we'll just end up at Essendon. All right. Was it Haitley or Caldwell? It was one of the two, right?
Caldwell.
Yep.
We got Caldwell.
Yeah.
All right. Who wins this? Lions or Swans?
Where is it?
Gabba.
I think Lions. Lions coming off the break.
So you're voting Lions as well? Okay.
Yeah.
Guys, take your vote. Who wins this game? We're going to try and blitz through it. I'd appreciate some quick, rapid fire engagement if you want to be part of it. We really want to see if North are playing wildcard finals this year.
It's pretty funny. I think we can get pretty close. We just have to beat like a couple of the non-easy teams, and then we're good to go. Not even that, Joe. Do like 15 seconds. Otherwise, it's going to take forever.
Bombers to trade Jackson Artemis, Dyson Sharp, Jacob Farrow, Archie May, Isaac Kako, and Vigo Vizentini for Butters. That's the port rebuild right there.
Oh, yeah. Just trade their entire team.
Just every good young player we have. Essendon 26-year-old Butters, or the number one pick. Would not happen anyway, as Butters would rather get traded to Hawks, Cats, Dogs, it's an option style. Yeah. Other teams would be nervous playing Melbourne at the MCG in finals for sure. All right, that's it. Time is up.
Lions are in.
Lions are in. All right, next round.
Yeah,
round
wooden
17.
spoon, they can just you can't put a gun to a player's head and say you must go here. They just get stuck if they can't make a decision though.
They're all spuds. These kids are all spuds. Artemis, number one draft pick. Sharp, Farrow, May, Kako, Vizentini. They're all spuds. Jesus, okay. Caleb Daniel, yeah, could be a very good pod. Interesting.
Nah.
Surely you go. Yeah, true. Yeah, no. You'd want Butters over the number one pick for sure. Butters is 100% better than the number one pick. There's no doubt about it. All right, Geelong or Brisbane?
Geelong. Geelong at home.
Edit. Cats. Lions. Save. All right, vote. It's in, please. Cats or Lions? Yeah, it's round 17. We just did round 16. I get it. We tend to suck with draft picks, but I have to keep reminding people though, we don't have Dodo anymore. Ever since the Doro left, you can clearly see that the drafting has improved substantially. We can't just continue to say, "Oh, well, Dodo was shit before, therefore the rest of our thing's going to be shit." It's just not how it goes. What do you mean you can? You can say it, but you'll be wrong.
Yeah, that's it. You can say it, but you'll be wrong.
Why is the thing not working? I can see here that Kirsten voted for Lions and Poet voted for...
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it takes a little while to update.
So it's 1-1. Oh, Blue Iris voted for... Really? Another prodigal son? Please, pray tell. All right, stuff it.
It's Wayne Carey's kids.
All right.
Yeah, I think Freo wins. Freo,
Collingwood.
No, Collingwood will win. Gold Coast might not win another game for the season, to be honest.
Seriously? I create this. Who wins this? Suns or Pies?
No. That's Pies, bro.
It's at people first.
Doesn't matter. Suns are dead. Their team's
Suns aren't dead, bro. You can't eat chickens.
Bro. Their team's done.
Herbert or Fitzgerald for the season? I'd go Herbert, I think. With 3 trades left. What to do with Ice and Sardis? Banfield, Sacco, Henry and Lake. I've got a new Facebook page. So I can post my team pre-season 2027. Love it.
Done. AFLW is starting up soon too, guys. Don't forget.
You're gonna have to go for cheap premiums, Travis. Like
yeah,
Durham.
There's quite a few still around.
It's not Durham, then it's there are a lot of cheaper options. Like you can field Hall Kahan if you want. Phil Thorpe is cheap. Will Day is still pretty cheap. He's sub 500.
Luke Parker
sub 500.
Averaging 105 in the back line.
It's pretty good. All right, seems that the Suns win. I agree. I'm tipping the Suns away. Okay, then we move on. Essendon's going to win this week. You can say it. We're not going to win. We're not winning any games. We're cooked, Jonas. We're cooked. We're not beating North Melbourne this week. All right. Whispers. It'll be getting some old heads back to the club. Dodo's one. Oh, piss off. Piss off. Don't you dare say that to me. Dodo returning. Are you kidding me? All right. Let's end this widget. Stop poll. I'm going to go Freo. Gonna go Pies. Gonna go Saints. Geelong. All right. Who wins?
It's going to be a tough battle, that game.
Blues. Hawks. I'm gonna let the community decide this. I'm gonna let democracy decide this.
Or you can Carlton. Carlton on the way home.
One trade so fussing for Ash. That works. Parker this week and save a trade or wait for Nazire.
I think Nazire. Sorry. I think Nazire is fantastic. If you can get Nazire, grab Nazire.
Parker's got the best run home for halfbacks. Just saying. And is a lot cheaper. Exactly, that's what I'm going for. Democracy manifest. A succulent Chinese meal. I want to believe Carlton that was in the game for the rest of the Sunday. It's just so funny. I know, right? Just believe. Just full send. Full send it with the Blues. If you believe in the Blues are never going to lose again, just full send it. Get your hands off. I see you know your judo well. Get your hands off. All right, seems to be the Hawks. So Hawks it is. Crom at home, and then Doggies, Melbourne, Brisbane. All right, next. Let's get rid of that widget then. Stop poll. Delete. All right. Then we get to round 19. Geelong,
Where's North?
Sydney, Rio. All right, who wins this game?
No, I think Melbourne wins. We have to pull a couple of these wins out of the hat, though. But I think Melbourne wins on this one.
Who wins? Pies or Blues?
Pies.
I also will do a poll on your game as well, because there's every real possibility that you guys win it at Marvel. And Ben reckons too. You might get us at Marvel.
I love that.
I'm gonna put it to democracy. 10 seconds, guys. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, Blues locked in. So I'll turn my attention. North versus D's at Marvel. Who wins? It's at Marvel.
All right, let's say North then. Give me a North. Yeah, no, I think the D's win. I'd love North to win, but I think the Demons got us. Ooh.
All right. Seems to be the Demons. Unless in the last 7 seconds, everyone just swarms in for North Melbourne.
Harry Sheasel, let's go.
All right. We move to round 20. So, Crom, I think, at home against the Paz. And then we've got, all right, this is a good one. Who wins? D's or Cats? To this point, the D's would be undefeated at the MCG.
Mm.
Do they finally incur their first loss at the MCG? Freo obviously win that one. Carlton win that one. Hawks obviously win that one. This would be an interesting game. Probably the Swans to have their measure. Definitely the Doggies to beat Richmond. Definitely the Lions to win that one. And then we'll put this one to a vote as well. I'm going to lean North Melbourne, but we'll let the democracy decide. Good. More people voting. I love to see it. Come on, lads. Get in there and vote. Do it for the democracy sausage. Come on. This is not what the Anzacs died for. You got to do it. You got to get in here. Get your votes in, everybody. Step right up. Share it with your friends and family. You got to come in and vote. Get your voting juices flowing. Come on, Big J. Who are you going to vote for? Melbourne or the Cats?
Oh, I like Geelong.
All right, then. That was very anticlimactic.
Sorry, bro.
Geelong it is. All right. So it seems to be that Geelong win the vote. So we're going to go with Geelong. All right. And then the other game, turning our attention to the last game of this round. Go to widgets. All right. We'll stop that poll. Delete. New poll. Who wins? Is it North? Or is it the Aints? Who wins this one? Marvel Stadium.
North. Where's the
You got to vote, mate. There you
big
go.
number one? The Saints
Number
are shit.
one.
The Saints are shit. They're no good. That'd be one of the games we can actually win. They don't even have a ruckman, Joe. We have three. We have three on our list. They don't even have one.
Honestly, has Woody left us? Surely Woody would still be here to vote for the Saints if he was here.
Who knows?
I guess Woody
No, he
has
doesn't.
left.
There you go. North Melbourne's won.
North Melbourne. All right. Democracy manifest.
There you go, Ben.
The
Love it.
Suns are dead and the Saints are shit. Exactly. Truer words have never been spoken. He hath judged. All right. Now we get to round 21, I think it is. Yes, it is. Round 21. Probably going to go Cats in this one. Going to go Freo at Optus.
And Initiator, you say that, right? But TDK's got a busted lung. I think Roma's got something as well, yeah? So currently, I don't think they have a ruckman.
Oh, wow. All right, we've got a few here that we need to vote on. So we'll start with who wins. Is it Port or Guis?
Port or
Giants?
I don't think Port win many more games.
Tough one. They are playing at Adelaide Oval. Ten, 9, 8, 7,
Initiator. I'll tell him not to. I'll tell him don't beat us.
4, 3, 2, 1. Going once. Going twice. Going 3 times. Sold to the orange team. All right, Giants win. Then, new widget, new poll, delete. Who wins? Blues or Lions at the Marvelous Stadium?
Blues or Lions?
Gee, Poet was quick on the trigger there. Who are you voting for, Jez? Blues winning the flag.
Nah, I don't think so.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Democracy, Lions. All right.
What a dead game. Sunday, August 2. 17 versus 16.
All right. Who wins? Richmond or the Weagles?
Oh, not that anyone cares, but I passed my uni assignment. If anyone's wondering.
Woohoo!
Very happy.
Ten, 9, 8,
Yeah, I think
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going once, going twice, going 3 times. I need someone to win this game. Can someone vote? Last vote wins. It's like last score wins, last vote wins. Boom. All right. Blue Iris gets it for the Eagles. Who wins? Suns versus Demons. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Democracy deems the Suns. Next. All right. Another one. Who wins? Dogs or Roos? At Marvel, obviously. Some of these I can just lock in.
Yeah, just lock in the Dogs.
You reckon?
Yeah.
No chance for you Roo boys?
Oh, I think there'll be a chance, but Bontempelli on a good day is pretty hard to beat. I don't think we've got his caliber of player yet.
Hey, how are you, Akka? Did I win my Cash League game? I think I did. Win my Cash League game. I did. Can you believe it? I somehow won the Cash League game, and the only reason why, you won't believe it, Jez, I lucked out, bro.
You haven't lied
I
yourself.
lucked out so bad. The fool, my opponent, the fool, did not VC Luke Jackson.
Sucked
And
in.
I beat him by 8 points.
What did he VC?
Hazel.
Yeah.
I have no idea how I managed to come out of the clouds and beat this guy. I can't believe it, bro.
I don't think
I'm
many people
shocked.
VC'd him.
Shocked. Couldn't believe it. He choked it, and I'm so glad he did. Thank the Lord. All right. So doggies seem to be casual favorites there. So we'll put the dogs. Then we'll change to the different game. Stop the poll. Delete. New one. Who wins? Lions or Hawks? A few tight ones here. Lions and Hawks, and then it's got Melbourne and Freo. Another tight one there. All right. Seems to be a Lions win there. Don't go out in the pouring rain. If you go out in the rain. Okay. All right. Seems to be a Lions win.
You just got really loud for some reason.
So let's get rid of the Lions, and we'll show the Demons and Freo now. Who wins between Demons and Freo at the MCG?
Oh, Freo. I don't know if Freo loses another game, yeah. Freo is really good. This is a Luke Jackson Cup show. I think Freo wins.
It is. It is a Luke Jackson Cup. But the Demons are undefeated at the MCG.
I still think Freo wins.
And they still have Max Gawn.
Yeah, but Luke Jackson, bro.
Does the student surpass the master? Gawn is king, as Aka says. Is the king's not ready to be dethroned just yet?
Maybe.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Democracy deems Melbourne. All right. We move. All right. Let's get rid of that widget. Delete that poll.
I can stuff my team. I can stuff my team in Supercoach, but I won't do it. I need more trades. I wish I didn't do like bloody Watkins and shit. It's just really hurt me. Ugh. No. What to do?
All right. Okay, so I need a vote in this one. Who wins between? Yeah, who wins this one? Who wins between Dogs and Blues?
Carlton going to make finals. That'd be hilarious.
Who wins, Dogs or Blues at Marvel Stadium? I think we've got Carlton winning most games. It just comes down to whether the Giants or the Pies also choke it up or not. Seems to be a fair gap here, though, between 6 and 7. 6, 7. Lions and Melbourne.
Can't believe you just said that, Joe.
6, 7. We sort of have a running joke about that at work. We laugh about the 6, 7 stupidity. All right, doggies seem to have the manifestation of the democracy. So we'll go with the doggies. And then I want to know what people reckon will happen between Fremantle and Adelaide.
I would hate, and I don't like it, right? Because you've got North Melbourne on 14th on the ladder. Like, yes, we're not bottom 4, but I would really hate for this year to be the year that, you know, like the top next lot are really strong, but I really hope that we can get through and win two of these games that we've seen.
You're literally a game out. You're literally a game out of 10th.
That's what I'm saying. But I would really hate for us to throw it that hard. Like 14th just feels like a waste. You know what I mean?
All right. Democracy has
It's
Freo.
a weird thing
Thank
to
you very
say.
much. Democracy has Freo. All right, let's see what happens.
Makes that loss against like West Coast at the start of the season really tough, you know?
All right. Let's just get Geelong done. Unfortunately, the Swans beat you at the SCG.
Apparently,
North
is looking at Mitch.
Oh, as you should. Okay. Few ones here for people to vote on. Who wins? Blues and Dockers. This is at Marvel. At this point, because we've already counted a win for the Swans against North, basically Fremantle have sewn up top spot and could rest players. If this is what happens, Freo have basically sewn up top spot even if they were to lose this game. But you guys don't care. You guys reckon Freo is going to win every single game?
Look, they'll lose some, yeah, but I think it's going to be pretty
2
tough.
losses for the whole year. Pretty good. Alrighty, Dockers it is. Okay. Any chance? For is there any chance of a win here for the Bombrays? Only had 1 win for the year at this stage. Could they?
You've been close. Yeah, you've been close with games. It's not like you've lost every game, and you've lost every game. Yeah, like it wasn't Brisbane. Who was the game that you guys were pretty close with and then lost right at the
end? Giants, Suns.
Yeah. So like it's happened before.
How much of this is you guys being nice to me and you guys actually thinking that we could win?
Don't question it, Joe. Just enjoy.
All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Bombers win. Stuff here, Akka. All right, and then we've got this is a tight one. It was a tight one a few weeks ago that you and I were at this game, Jez.
Mhm.
Dogs and Demons.
Yep. Rematch.
This time at the MCG, though, which makes me a hell of a lot more leaning towards Melbourne.
Yeah. That's it, eh? Just pick Melbourne.
Okay. Democracy is very quick on this one. Love to see it.
Oh, they got Blue Iris was at the game.
Oh, no way, Blue Iris.
Yeah, we were sitting up in the nodes. We're sitting up in the nosebleeds. Unfortunately, too, guys, Joe can't make the North versus Essendon game this weekend. So, yeah, I don't know if Big J's going to go by himself or maybe go with someone else. Or
blame my dad for turning 58. Okay, it's not my fault.
Scumbag dad's turning 58. How dare you? Oh, not good enough.
Saints or Suns at Marvel?
See, how many games have we got the Suns losing though as well? Yeah, like
well, they're on 10th, literally 10th. 12 losses.
Quite a lot.
I'm actually going to tip the Suns in this one.
Sure.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Suns win it on Democracy. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is your final ladder.
So where's? Oh yeah, go for it.
Where have you been? Where have you been? You come in now. Now you come in. I literally was asking about you, Woody. Literally was like, where is Woody to be voting for St Kilda on this? Mate, you come in now when the votes have already been cast. This is ridiculous. Where have you been all my life? So, Freo, Swans, Hawks, Cats, Crom, Lions as your top 6. Melbourne, Dogs, Suns, Carlton sneak into 10th. Incredibly, Giants, Collingwood miss, Saints, North, or somehow
I refuse it. I refuse it. I think it just kind of shows, right? I don't think you can go back and do the entirety of we can't click on a team and then see what we've picked each week, have we? It won't let us do that far. This is where it's like, as good as North's fixture is, we need to pull a couple of wins out of nowhere. If we can do that, we could really be pushing for finals, which is pretty cool, I think.
All right, so who do you change? All right, so
no, it's not about changing. It's just like, hey, we should beat Port again, hopefully.
This is in Adelaide.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right,
like they've got injuries to their backline. Yeah, hopefully our tools can get a win on them. They've got limited backline players. Like,
all right,
we pull.
So say you win that one.
Yeah.
Do you beat Collingwood?
No, not at the at Marvel potentially, but like, what is that? We need one more win, and then we make finals this year.
So not Melbourne. We got you beating St Kilda. You're not beating Hawthorn in Tassie.
No, we're not.
Do you beat Doggies?
Probably not.
You don't beat Geelong.
No.
And you don't beat the Swans at the SCG either.
No. But that's what I'm saying. We just need to have like one sneaky win out of the remaining games. Hey, gosh, we pull a win over the D's as Ben's saying, or something else in the next little while, and we'll see. Oof.
All right.
They go, no.
We give you the win. We give
And
you
then we
the
don't even
win
make
against
finals.
Melbourne. You still don't make it.
Well, there you go. Actually, it
On
depends on
percentage.
percentage. Carlton going to miss finals again due to percentage. That'd be hilarious.
A poet can see you beating the Dogs. All right, you beat the Dogs.
Well, then we make it. There you go.
And there you go. You make it.
8. There we go. Oh,
You make it into 8th, and Carlton miss out on percentage.
done.
This would be the funniest thing ever. If this was to happen, this would be the most ridiculous. We somehow clinch a win to lose number 1 draft pick because that's the most Essendon thing to do.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
And then somehow you guys get 12 wins in a season.
Mm.
To make it into
Well, you think
8th
about it,
spot.
right? We play Port twice, we play Essendon twice, we play West Coast twice, and we play Richmond twice. Like, it should be 7 to 8 wins from that group, unless we're frauds. You know, like it should be. Currently, we're on 6 out of 7 out of the group, or 5 out of 6 out of the group. So, you know, it's not a guaranteed 8 wins, but it should be half decent. You know, it's not 12 wins is not the worst.
Yeah. All right. So then, this is, ladies and gentlemen,
North would flip their shit, man. Oh,
this is your finals. Your finals team. It is Freo, Swans, Hawks, Geelong. So Freo v Geelong. We saw that not long ago. Swans and Hawks at the SCG. So what? Adelaide then play the winner of... Wait, what? I need to see this shit. All right, so then you have a wild card round. Melbourne probably beat the Suns at the MCG.
Yep.
And so it's North versus Doggies again.
I just laugh. I know it's not going to happen, but North win a final before everyone else this year.
This is a wild card. Are we actually going there? Are we? Oh my god! This is a clusterfuck. Are we actually saying in a final, North Melbourne beats the Doggies?
Depends. Which Tristan Cherry do we get?
Because for you to make it into finals, we changed North Melbourne to beat the Dogs. Democracy had Bulldogs winning, but then we changed it so that you could get in.
Yep.
Do you do it again?
Why not, Joe?
Democracy. Who wins? North?
Let's
or
go.
Dogs?
Let's go.
Start and show. Come on, Big J, you gotta believe.
Let's do it.
Are we doing this in
Mate,
a wild?
I would flip. I would flip my shit. It'd be
The
funniest.
first wild card.
Oh, me and Ben. Let's go, Ben.
North Melbourne and Melbourne making it through. Melbourne wins. Melbourne succeeds. That would be hilarious. No comment. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Democracy has done it. North Melbourne are through to the finals. All right. Then we've got Too Late Blue Iris. The too late, Robert. Too late.
Too late, Robert.
The clock has already ticked. I was giving the countdown. You can't come in now. Sorry. The counting has stopped. We then move our attention to the proper finals now that we're in the proper finals.
Hey, North wins the final before Essendon.
We've just seen the.
Oh, that's hilarious.
True. We've just seen.
We're not beating Adelaide.
We've just seen a sneak peek of this matchup. Who does it, Freo or Cats? No, it's not rigged. I gave
Freo at home.
Freo at home.
Yep.
Nothing. You work for Sportsbet, Jez.
Done. Lock it in, Eddie.
How much are they paying you, Jez? How much are they paying you, mate?
Not enough.
I love it. All right. Freo, perhaps Democracy Manifest. Then we're all on board the Crom. So this is then Bris Vegas. Lions, Demons, create, stop, show. Bris Vegas at the Gabatoir hosting Melbourne. Who wins? Chunky Goatee. What rank are you? Colonel Sergeant. I want you to address me as Mr. Sir with a salute every time I walk past you, mate. Okay. Yep. Lions seem to be getting the rub of the green there. Lions. So, North and Melbourne. Two stirring additions from the wild card, both automatically eliminated. But
that's how it should be, though. Yeah, like not that we should get eliminated from the wild card straight away, but the wild card really is like the banana teams. Yeah, like how many teams have won the AFL Grand Final from 8th? You know, it's going to be the same type of thing. Maybe if Carlton win, like Carlton somehow get into the top 8, like it's going to be a bit different, you know. But
well, that's why I was saying in my video where I basically roasted the AFL for the debacle that is this wildcard round. It increases the number of competitors, but it reduces the number of contenders. It dilutes. You've added an extra couple of games, but you have diluted the competition, and yeah, it's not good, but it's all right. We live it, we learn it, and we move on. Seems like the Swans getting the votes there. All right. Gee, these games are sick. These semi-final games, these matchups look nice.
It's what you want, man. Could be Adelaide versus Hawthorn. I think Adelaide wins.
But if we're doing Cats at the G versus Crom, Cats versus Crom, who wins that one? At the MCG, is it Cats, right? Cats, maybe.
Do they ever lose finals at home?
Not really, no.
It's a very big home field advantage. I tell you what.
They're probably the best run organization. They're probably the best run team in football. They have been here. They have been around this mark for 26 odd years.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. The sustainability of their output over such a long period of time. Crows are good. Don't get me wrong, but man, it takes a lot to get to.
They're a good team, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Cats get the dub. Who wins now? Hawks. This is going to be a cracking game. Hawks versus Lions. Yeah, Scoops is the St. Kilda Nuffy. The one who bans people whenever he talks about him.
And then complains about people not talking to him.
So this is going to be an insane game. Hawks versus Lions at the MCG. Gee whiz. It's going to be a tough game. Tough game.
No, I reckon Hawks wins.
Do the Lions have the legs to run with the Hawks? I don't think they do. I'm going to go Hawks. Who's going to be the tie-breaking vote? Whosoever wisheth to voteth for this fight, please raise your hand and cast your vote, lest we sit here in silence.
Yeah, I tipped Hawks, man. Oh, it's Jen. How you going, Jen? Haven't seen you for ages, mate. Nope. Joe's gone. There you go. Hopefully Joe's back. I don't know what's up. Don't know what's happening, everybody. Yeah, he's gone. He's a bit frozen like Elsa. I'm going to show you guys my team and kind of just go through what. Oh, he's lost the poll as well. Oh, Joe's controlling the poll, so I guess the poll is gone without Joe. 1 second. I'll show you guys my team. We'll kind of go from there. I need some input, fellas. I really do. I have 2 spots left in my team. And I wonder if Joe didn't charge his phone. I mean, charge his computer, and that's what's happened. Yeah, I need some input. Sinclair has to go, and Leonardo Lombardo needs to go. And this is what I was kind of saying on my team review last night, is I'm kind of stumped choosing who it's going to be, to be honest. Little bit stuck is Big J. If I go a third player, I might go a third player. There is one Joe Chabby. Joe, what happened, mate? You kind of just...
The internet shat the bed, and I'm now hotspotting myself with my phone data.
Well, there you go. Fair enough. We'll continue it on later, everybody. Yeah, nice. Nice. Brought in DeGoey last week. Very nice. Big score for DeGoey. Yeah, just trying to figure out what I'm doing with my team. Need a defender, need a mid, and a forward. Though, if I do this, I can do some funky stuff as well. So, not sure if I want to do a Zach Merritt and Durham, for example, a double Essendon midfield combo. It's not the best combination of 2 players to put in your team, probably. But, yeah, the flexibility of Max Holmes kind of does a lot for me, I think. So, Who would you guys bring in? I really wanted. My issue is I'm just outside of having enough money. I really wanted. Where are you, buddy? Like I can't get the Goey. It's not going to happen. I really wanted Murphy Reed in my team. Murphy Reed would have opened up a lot of stuff for me. But it's just not enough money to get someone else. That's my only issue. Does Merritt get DPP? No, I think Merritt's about 12% backline. So Merritt's not going to be close to DPP. Does Lombard have to go? Well, I need to finish a forward. So, I mean, I could keep Lombard all year, but that just means I'm not doing an upgrade this week. So, yeah, like Lombard, 52 break even. I don't think he's scoring an 80 against Freo. Yeah, it's just like, what do I do if I don't get rid of him? Ooh. Could just grab anybody. Just be tricky. Nice, Robert. Just have to be careful that Worrell's probably going to come back this week, so Keane's not going to be close to scoring hundreds every week, I think. Yeah, Uncle Akka can move Holmes to defense. I can do that and grab a midfielder. Who can I afford that's going to be a bit tricky? There's not even anyone that kind of jumps out to me and says, hey, pick me, either, which is the frustrating part. It's not a lot. Could get Andy Brayshaw, Joe. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, something for me to ponder over the next couple of days, everybody. I think a lot of people are stuck. I'm not so much because I've got a little bit of money, but I think a lot of people are stuck by Sinclair dropping so much in money this week. The 70K odd drop in price is bonkers, absolutely bonkers. So, yeah, it's not great.
Yeah, it killed me. It's killed me.
Maybe that's us, Joe. We can't get the stuff working.
What do you mean? I can if I just present.
It's screen. Working back. It's fair enough.
Yeah.
It for you. All right.
Alrighty. Your prelim finals. Who wins? Fremantle hosting Brizzy. Boom. All right. Freo with democracy on its side. Freo through to a grand final. Oh, mate, that's huge.
They could definitely win.
And then they play the winner of the Swans and the Cats in Sydney. Who's winning? Swans or Cats? This was a grand final a few years back, and it was over at quarter time. But this time, it's being played in Sydney. Are we going to have another? Are we going to have an interstate grand final? That's what it feels like, based on the votes thus far. Poet swings Geelong's way. Well, then you got to vote for Cats then. There you go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going once, going twice, and 3 times sold to the Sydney Swans. through to the grand final. Neutral territory.
Nah, Frio's
Who
going to
wins
win.
it?
Frio.
Or Swans? Is it finally time? Is it
It's their
finally
team
time
is so
for
good,
Flag
man.
Mantle?
Their team is so good.
Is it finally time for Flag Mantle? Brizzy don't deserve to win 3 grand finals in a row. True. Or do the Swans learn from all of the lost opportunities playing in various grand finals and choking? Poet reckons Frio choke it. That's what happened last time they played against the Hawks in the grand final. They were stuck in the parade. We need as many people to vote on this as possible. Because this is it. From here on out, this is your premiership winner. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going once. Going twice. 3 times sold to the Sydney Swans.
No.
Who win the flag against Flag Mantle.
No. Oh.
Shake down the thunder from the sky, says Aka. I think Supercoach needs to lock everyone's last 5 trades for the last 5 weeks, or 6 trades for the last 6 weeks to keep people playing. More people than usual are going to drop off without trades.
Yeah, I think people are going to. It's an interesting conundrum, right? What do we do? Do we not give people the flexibility to play the game they want to, or do we allow them to do whatever they want to do? Like, I don't know. I think it takes away from the game to just innately say, hey, people get rid of other people's trades and say, well, sorry, you don't actually have this amount. That's what it is. Because, yes, running out of trades is a reason why people fall off, right? But innately as well. It's also because people have a poor rank and they're like, hey, I can't catch up to number 1. So, you know, I'm ranked 50K. I can't come back. Why am I wasting my time for the season? You know? So what are we going to do? Allow people to like reset their rank and have, oh, well, you were number 1 for the first 18 weeks, but then we're going to reset it again, or what's going on? I think there's running out of trades is definitely a reason why people drop off, but it's not, it's not the number 1 reason why.
Yes, Scott Fowler down at 0.
Yeah,
after using 3 this week.
He's a bonkers man. His team's not bad, don't get me wrong. Like, his team's half decent, but yeah. He did the same thing a couple of years ago. Seems to happen quite a lot. He'll just finish up and that's it really for him.
And that does us, I think, for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. If you enjoyed the episode, please like. Yeah, and internet shenanigans. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to not miss out on the videos and streams. We greatly appreciate your regular viewership. Love it that we are now entered round 16. And we still have this many of you guys here with banter and obviously responding and voting and doing a quick run through of a final ladder predictor. This is probably the first time that we've had so many people still watching and consuming and being active this far into the season as well. So it's just a testament to you guys for sticking with us. And if there's anything that you want us to do from a content perspective, especially now that Supercoach is really winding down, if there's any requests that you want for different types of content, please let us know. We'd love to keep providing you with stuff that you want to consume.
And AFLW is coming out in a few weeks as well, guys. So if you're interested in doing that, more than happy to run through a few of the teams and stuff like that. It's a different game, but with 3 trades every week and unlimited trades, it does offer something that maybe a lot of us haven't seen before, and things like that. It's quite fun. So, yeah, definitely worth a try if you guys haven't tried it before.
Absolutely. If you're a member, we'll see you tomorrow night in the members live stream. If you're not, we'll see you on Thursday for the drive home. Hope you all have a lovely, safe week, and we'll see you all in the next one.
And I'm not in Tassie this weekend. So, yeah, I'll definitely be there for the drive home. We'll make it work.
Yeah, exactly right. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.